Alright, hey there guys, it's Metro, and we are back again. And yeah, back to Blood DK today. Gonna get some more keys done, see how this goes. It's not actually really, I think it's actually a really good week for a couple dungeons. Like, really good week for a couple dungeons. So hopefully we can see more of them. Lower Kara, I'm on the fence about right now, but... Hey, Arctic Lobster, what's up, man? Kinsman, how are you? How's it going, guys? Alright, let me go ahead and get some missions done here while we wait. Yeah, I would say that, I would say that this week can definitely not be, can definitely be a pretty good week. Hey there, Metro, it's been a while. So you're fully Alliance, Inferno Master. Yep. Yeah, we've been fully Alliance for a long time. Almost a year now. Almost one full year. It's coming up. I think it was like late November that I officially started making Alliance characters. Maybe it wasn't that. I don't really remember, because I remember around the time I started helping these guys, but I don't remember when I actually started playing an Alliance character for them, because at first I was like, well, I'm just going to help these guys and then not ever talk to them again, basically. But no, that was not it was made to be. We were meant to be fast friends, as they say. I'm so glad it's Friday. I'm well. Hoping you get to crush some keys today. Oh, I hope so. That'd be cool. Like, grind them down into dust. Little keystone fragments all over the ground. That'd be interesting. Yeah, mortar and pestle, right? We talked about that. What part is the pestle? I still can never tell. The mortar is the bowl and the pestle is the stick? Is this correct? Or is it the other way around? I can never figure it out. I tried making a mortar and pestle out of bread. Like a bread bowl and a bread stick. Didn't work. Once they got wet, it kind of fell apart. Hello, Metro. I'm having trouble completing keys 21 to 24 because other people always ruin something and waste everyone's time. Any tips on how to prevent burnout? Okay, so now how to solve that problem, because I don't know how to solve that problem, but to prevent it burning you out. I don't know, man. It's kind of just natural for me, and I know, obviously, you know, a big part of that is the stream. Trying to find a way that you could get something out of the failure, I guess is the way to put it. Like, for me, obviously, potentially could make money from the failure, but that's obviously not realistic for everyone. So just try to find a way that you can laugh at it, or that you can enjoy it in some other way, you know. I think if you're literally only doing keys to get score, you're definitely not. That's not sustainable. So if you're at that point, then yeah, probably think about something else. You'll never really, especially pugging, like you'll never be like fully satisfied if all your goals are only about score. Or even if it's not score, but just like success in general, you know. Doing something incredibly difficult means that you will fail a lot. And if it's somebody else causing the failure, I get that can be difficult, but you got to look at it as that's part of your team, you know what I mean? So an extension of you as well, to some degree. That's the way I've looked at it for years. There's a lot to learn in failure. Yeah, no doubt. I'd imagine that could be the case too, you know. You could actually learn something from the failures, but... Okay, I don't even know what to do with these now that I have everybody maxed. Just sit on them and just delete them, I guess. Hi there, can you explain the rotation for Blood DK? Oh, I don't. No, sorry. I'm asking the wrong person. I 25-22 score at the moment, and I've slowed down, getting more done recently because people seem more and more toxic these days. Yeah, it's not abnormal, and the later you go in the season, the more it's gonna get like that. So if this is the first season you've played like that, then you're gonna have that a lot. So you're gonna have to find a way to overcome it. No amount of words are gonna help, unfortunately. It's all gonna be internalization. Bradley, what's up? Welcome back. Metro, my man, how you feeling? Oh, I'm feeling cold, but it's fucking 50 degrees out today. Feeling a little chilly. But I'm ready for golf in the cold weather, man. I think I'm gonna go golf today after stream again. I actually quite like it. It's more enjoyable than I expected it to be. 2 years ago when I first started golfing, I remember golfing in the cold, and it was like not only cold, but it was absurdly windy. It was probably like 55 and just like 30-mile-an-hour winds the whole day, and I was like, fuck this. I'm never golfing again in this weather. And then last year I was like, you know what? No, there's you know, I watch people golf and worse than that all the time. So I'm like, I just got to get the right clothing and I got to get the right mindset, and helped a lot. So anyway, I didn't push early in the season because I just got access to the beta and was playing that. Now I'm pushing on live, and it is much harder later in the season. Yeah, you definitely got to start at the start. See, the thing is, like, you got to imagine there's somebody out there in the exact same boat as you, and they have way more hours free than you. You know, that's the way it's going to be. Somebody's willing to push like 80 hours a week or something like that, you know? So you got to compete with that guy, unfortunately. Especially if you're a non-tank. I've been gone from the game for 8 months. Might come back during Dragonflight. Nice. Well, what have you been doing? Anything cool? Yeah, Dragonflight's fucking spectacular, man. Like, I spent 6 hours on the alpha yesterday just leveling a character. That's how fun the expansion's core is. Golf like a Viking. Yeah, well, to be honest, there's a lot of, like, really good, you know, like, I can get even more serious about it if I wanted to, but it's to the point where if it gets cold enough, it also usually means snow in our area, so it can only really get so cold where you can actually golf. It's unrealistic that you'll ever golf in the 30s because that means snow is very close, or that places are just closed. Well, you know what? I think we could actually do that key. I don't know if it gives score, but I think there's a reason to do it at least, because I do want to see Iron Docks a little bit more. There's so many, man, I still have a lot of videos I need to publish. Honestly, thinking about, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I think I might not stream tomorrow now at this point. My mother's, I don't really know what's going on, but she's trying to do some renovations in the back before it gets too cold. And I want to try to help her because she's been doing it all by herself because I'm always streaming. So I think I'm going to try to do that and help her. And then I have some videos that need to go live, and I don't know when they're going to go live, so I might as well start getting some videos live. And then Sunday we have a another setting with me and Cop, so always. There's no reason to ever not do that. It was 82 yesterday. It's 56 today. Oh, wow. Wasn't that warm yesterday, but yeah, it's in the low 50s today. The only reason you wouldn't do that is if the risk doesn't match the reward, and in all, like, I'd say probably every key above a 20, it would definitely.
I say we give them a taste of their own.
Maybe in like a 10 or something like that, it's not worth trying because it's just gonna. I don't actually know. Like, can you even fail that? This is the good week. This is the week where it could fail. It's fine. Well, you asked if it should be done, so I don't really have a lot of confidence in you. Okay, he seems to understand that. My AC is set to 68, and my heat is set to 68. Inside temperature is 62, but I haven't flipped the switch yet. Oh, you don't need the heat for 62, dude. What the fuck? It's gonna be colder than that today at golfing. Heat's for 40. Otherwise, it's not even, that's not even cold. Like, I always think, now that I've been golfing so much, I've been thinking about it in terms of golf. Like, okay, it's 50 degrees in the house. Would I golf? Yeah, I'd golf in 50. Okay, it's 40 degrees in the house. Would I golf? Let's put the heat on. Okay, let's go ahead and, Goofy Sage, what's up, man? Nothing. Why do you ask that? Another OBS studio update? Remind me later. I don't have time for this now. Wife and 4 kids. I don't win often when it comes to temp inside. Okay, I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying that that's the way I look at it. They can look at it the same way. Would they go outside when it's 60 degrees? Then you probably don't need the heat on. All right. That's that. Let's head over. What are we even doing? Iron Docks. It's port. .40 degrees is perfect temperature. It's pretty cold. 40 is only 8 degrees above freezing. I don't think many people want to be outside when that's... I mean, if you live in a place where 40 is pretty high, like I know, like... Oh, that's funny. It's literally just stat pack. Yep. Yes, that's what everybody's doing. Starting to feel here in North Alberta, Canada. Frozen tundra be coming. Nice. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I know like Cop loves the cold, but not everybody does. Our Iron Dogs 23 got bricked earlier on the third boss. Resets when they tried to bring the boss onto the ship tactic, and it reset. Ah, damn. That's unfortunate. Do you know what causes that? The tank seemed very confident it would work. Nope. I've only ever done, like, tank on the ship thing once, so I've never seen it reset. The boss has to jump up there on its own. Like, you know that, right? I need to make a video on this. You can't just bring him up there. See, I think the way this works in WoW is there's, like, a barrier, like some kind of Y-axis barrier that if something passes through it, it resets. But because he jumps over it, you understand? He jumps over it. It doesn't reset him. What is this guy on about, dude? That makes sense. He explained that too, but the boss must not have path/jumped correctly. Yeah, it has to jump to a player, so that's the only thing that has to happen. Alright, here we go. Rogue, Warlock, or no Warlock, we have Mage, Hunter. Morning Metro, have they announced any changes to DK Rune Forging and Dragonflight? No, I don't think so. Haven't been following every single possible post, but I'm pretty sure the answer is no.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, here we go. Haste. See this bolt. Oh god, do I have. No, I guess I do have the jailer's weapon on though. And the wrong trinket on, so this is gonna be interesting. Sorry if you talked about it in detail. Do you think Classic should stop at Wrath? We have talked about it a lot, yeah. I think Classic should have stopped at Classic, so probably tells you everything you need to know. Cataclysm definitely should not be another expansion on top of Wrath. Cataclysm is the reason there's Classic in the first place, so. Can you, it's actually insane, like, can you imagine, like, Cataclysm coming out and then ruining the whole world again that everybody asked for in the first place? It's like, wow, man. It's like fucking idiocracy we live in anymore, it's crazy. Hey there, Metro. Good luck with the dungeons today. Thanks. Of course, we will need the luck. Always. You can always use more luck, right? I mean, always. Some of these pulls are going to be, some of these pulls are going to be kind of unfortunate with, this trinket on. This trinket is definitely not very good for helping me survive. Where did this mob even come from? Do you require a lot of heals when collecting mobs for the Iron Stars? I get flamed for not healing the Blood Decay enough. No, I found, like, you should not actually... You can't survive that. If you actually take damage and need healing, you're dead. There's no way. Those mobs hit really fucking hard. Oh yeah, I can swap weapons. You can't do that right now. Maybe I can't. It's because it's on cooldown, probably. Oh, it was this mob, I see. The mage moves an incredible amount. Oh yeah, nice. How has Iron Dogs felt in the higher keys with Eyes of the Beast getting interrupted by quacking? You have to just not let that happen, obviously. I mean, nothing's really changed about Iron Dogs other than that, so... Just don't let that happen. Don't get quacked out of existence, and you're good. First key of the week, we had that happen, so we learned that lesson quickly. I always get stuck on that little corner there.
War song arrows sing from the sky. They'll be the last you hear as I crush your skull. Beware, beware. The funeral fires.
Gotta be careful not to run into that little sleep cloud. Managing really everything about my character very poorly right now. But it's only 24, so easier to survive. And we kill the Dreadlord, so that gives us a little bit of a wiggle room there. Okay, time for more trash. Right, the priest doesn't die of that.
Worthy of a warrior.
Thought I might have gripped the wrong one, but they all seem to filter in eventually. Also, I had an internet person come out yesterday. Honestly, I wasn't very satisfied with the visit, but he seems to think the problem's fixed, so we'll find out today. Anybody notices the same issue we've been having, let me know. Have you ever done the trick of pulling the third and fourth bosses together? We did it last time we did this key. We didn't actually pull them together, though. I think it's very risky, but we can try it maybe. I'm a Resto Shaman. I had a question, but I can't find an answer. Okay. I don't play Resto, but hopefully I can help you out. Oh, should have gotten more trash.
Right now, calm yourself, Hilda. We will do no such thing.
I have Bigwig's mod for the dungeon. In season 3, it told me when to interrupt and who to interrupt.
Sir, this is the last of the Grom that we have. Blackhand will have our heart.
So there's more to the question, right? Now I don't know how I am supposed to know who or when to interrupt.
This isn't just any Grom.
Okay.
This is Skull.
You can't figure it out on your own?
The blood of a champion courses through me. I'm not concerned with paltry wells. Yes, sir.
I mean, you're asking a question about an add-on I don't use, so I don't know anything about it, but that's not something that you should need an add-on for, frankly. I don't know why the add-on's not working the way you expected it to, but either way, probably for the best. Every once in a while an add-on breaks, it's like, man, I should probably stop using this add-on. You know, it's like a little bit of a window into why you're struggling. Anyway, as a tank in Quacking Week, do you have like an etiquette you take when handling it in melee? I'm just on 15s in my alts, but it seems that standing still ends up... Nah, no etiquette. I think you don't need add-ons to know how to interrupt. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think Bigwig says what to interrupt. At least mine doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Bigwigs does actually. Okay. Anyway, there are dungeon videos that will tell you which mobs to interrupt. Gotcha. Why you need bigwigs to know how to interrupt? Yeah, like I said, that's gonna definitely be something you're gonna want to go ahead and try to figure out on your own. That's like not the add-on like that should be for like telling you info that you can't figure out on your own, like timers and other coordinations that don't like exist because the game doesn't actually tell you. But interrupting is like a necessary requirement of playing the game. Like you can't that can't ever be hidden, you know? So that's not something an add-on would ever need to help you with. Like, this is the kind of stuff we use bigwigs and DBM for. Timers on stuff that you wouldn't really be able to keep track of your own. Bigwigs says when stuff on bosses should be kicked. Gotcha. If he plays without nameplate, maybe playing without nameplates. Definitely want to have nameplates on, yeah. Oh boy, I almost died there. You know, like Plater does a lot of that too nowadays on its own. Plater will like alert you to interrupts that are really important on the nameplate now, so it's another good thing to think about. If you're not using Plater, I would definitely recommend it. If I only have a few weeks on the game, how am I supposed to know every interrupt? Just get out there and learn, dude. Same way you learn everything else in your life. Practice makes perfect. It's not really, once you figure out like one interrupt, you'll figure out them all. It's not really anything special. Did this mob hit somebody for 50% of their health? Then probably interrupt that. Yep. If it's interruptible, consider interrupting it. Like, you're not the only person who interrupts in the dungeon, right? So...
Would you look at that?
yes, just learn it is the answer, dude. Like, this is a game that's difficult, so you should not rely on things that are not needed to be better at it. Like, use that add-on for situations where the game doesn't give you the info you need to succeed. Interrupting, all that's there. You don't need an add-on for that. So you basically, you've actually made yourself a worse player by using it, as you might be able to tell if you just stop and think about what we're talking about right now. Interrupting is like a basic tenement of the game, right? Like everybody needs to do it. So you're saying I can't figure out how to interrupt. That's because this add-on basically held your hand for however long you were using it, and now it doesn't work. And so you become basically a worse player because of it. Anyway, Morning Cameron, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? The quickest way to learn what interrupts are what is get Omni CD and check if anything, check online to see what classes interrupt names are what. Nice. Okay, so we didn't get any of the mobs, really. To be honest, most dungeons have a few dangerous casts, and the rest are minor annoyance. Yep. That kind of stuff you want to get used to doing yourself, 100%. You'll be a much better player. Okay, so we got, like, well, almost no mobs, right? What do we get, just one pack? Can't tell, like, I don't know why that mob's... I guess that mob... I'm not really sure what that mob's doing. Not really sure what happened here. We just have 2 infiltrators pulled, that's really the big thing. Layer bugs and just sits there sometimes. I've never seen that before. Hopefully on 24 we have enough DPS that that's not really that big of a deal. It's not often, maybe 1 out of every 100 runs, really. Is it rare, or is it just somebody did something wrong? I guess that's probably more realistic. And seeing the thing that was done wrong is the thing that's rare. Plater will make the cast bar larger and change the cast color for important interrupts. Yeah, Plater's a really good add-on for that. It's actually insane. Like, if you're not using Plater, that's step 1 for sure. Plater is basically like a boss mod add-on now built into the nameplates. You pull him, say, with a hunter cast or whatever, and sometimes even with the pet pulling, he just doesn't move. Oh, yeah. Interesting. I see you're using the reactive disc matrix. Yeah, not on purpose. I forgot to change all my shit from raid. I have everything on wrong. I gotta remember to do it after this, but I have such a bad memory, I'll probably forget again. I actually burned a 27 this week because of that. Makes me think it's something to do with quacking then, if you've seen it only this week. Only thing I disliked about Plater was the default colors. Oh yeah, the good thing about Plater is it's like 100% customizable. Like, I don't know if there's anything that's uncustomizable about it. It's very, very modular or whatever. Oh, last week, gotcha. My bad, I misread. I had a similar star situation last night and had a warrior, because like none of this was pulled, right? So I think this is not a bug. I think the guy just failed. Died 3 times the barrage since it kept this Ogron out to take damage with it. Dude blamed me for not letting him hit it in the back. It's funny, man. That's how clueless DPS are. It's actually kind of sad. They're so worried about their own DPS that they can't comprehend that there's something that could improve the group's DPS but not improve their DPS. It blew my mind. All the dude had to do was stand where everyone else was. Yeah, they don't know that, like, they don't know they're doing a competitive group-based content. They think it's only about them, you know? It's not optimal for me, so you're doing something wrong. It's like, no, this is the fastest way to kill the trash, dude. Or you could be AFK and this will do more damage than you will. Okay, here we go. Boss time. We got less for this. 13 minutes. A little tight, but we did pull all that trash by hand, so that's not great. That's actually like an insane time loss because we just didn't use the 3rd star at all. Like, we got nothing out of it. Have you tried to pull this boss with trash? No. Trash is not supposed to be there, so why would I ever try that? Shouldn't exist. Yeah, what's up? I keep trying to tell myself game 1, and I think it helps. Yeah, no doubt. Game 1, man, that's the way. A lot of people are stuck playing game 2, and it's only hurting their ability to play game 1 at times. Especially in keys, like maybe not in raid and stuff, but in keys, it's certainly the case. It shouldn't, but sadly, in some cases, you have to pull it near the end of the fight. Gotcha. Well, either way, I've never done it.
2, 1.
It finally happened. I've taken a break taking a break from the game due to the disband. Gotcha. I'm sorry to hear that, but it's definitely good to take breaks one way or the other. Just taking my first 20 after watching your little series with Cobb. Everybody calls him Cobb. That's funny. Went smoother than the majority of 15s, and I've been doing up to that point. Keep the series going. Sweet. Yeah, hopefully that episode especially, you guys see, like, you know, higher keys does not always mean more difficult. In fact, very often it's the opposite. Very opposite at times. Like that 11 he did, two videos, like the first video, that was way harder than the 15, right? Way harder. So that's what I'm doing, Jaden. I'm not even playing Shadowlands really at all besides raiding. Okay. I like the fresh bottle as well, but you know, I like the you know, great. Anyway, so the UI breakdown is hugely overlooked, with makes sure a big difference. Decluttering your screen is so important. Well, a lot of people focus on clutter, but for me, it's all about clarity. Like, if you have so much clutter that you are now, you know, you've gone the wrong direction, the UI's hurting you, then you're making a big error. And that's pretty much what Cobb's done his whole life, so I knew we had to get on that. And there's going to be more to come too, like he's got more work to do still. But step 1 was getting rid of all those weird things that aren't even being used. Like, I know. I'm not even sure how he gets some of this stuff, but I think what happened is somebody at some point told him, you should get this weak aura, and then he just downloads it and has no idea what it is. He doesn't even use it, and it's just in a spot that he doesn't even look at it or something like that. That's the only thing that I could think of. Because I know that was the case in the past when we were raiding Mythic together. He would just have like these people would be like, you should get this weak aura, and he would just get it and he doesn't even know what it is or use it. It's just in the middle of his screen somewhere and he's not even looking at it. It's like, okay, well, if you're not using the weak aura, you don't really need it, right? Like, you have to actually use it. 25 keys I do are harder than a few 27s. Oh yeah. Yeah, I took the time to tighten up my weak auras after you told me how bad I am. I mean, it's not, that's just like visual, right? Like, who cares? Weak auras need a spring cleaning every now and then, definitely. I did that too initially. Had weak auras that I didn't even use because I thought they would help. Gotcha. Right, that's, yeah, I'm sure that's not uncommon, honestly. I like to hoard the weak ore I have. Weak ore is still from Legion. Yeah, I mean, you want to sit in on a really large file in your UI folder, then you can do that the whole time, but I definitely need to get rid of more than I have, but I'm glad I saved the Shadowlands ones, because then the Season 4 raids, you know, I got to use them again. So definitely, you know, that's something to keep in mind now going forward. I delete raid-specific weak ores afterwards. I didn't keep them for Season 4, so you had to get them all again. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was actually quite nice having that happen. Alright, we got him in the spot we want him at. I have some custom made. Oh, that's perfect. I have some custom made ones for when I do push an old expansion, and now if they're making old dungeons come back, they will be useful again. Yeah, no doubt. Somebody said that. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. One thing I've noticed in that video where you help Cop, I think he copied new versions of weak ores instead of overwriting them. That's why he has tons of the same weak ores with the same name. Maybe. Have you tried doing the cheese to this boss? Yes. That's what we're doing right now. Lull the rogue Bronzina. Yeah. The other one. What, on the boat? Yeah, we tried that too. I like this one better for pugging, but that one's I think that one's the better thing if you got everybody on the same page and everybody knows exactly what to do, but we had it actually reset the other day, so that was a big issue. We actually lost the key to it resetting. You need priest for boat, I think? I don't know for sure. Seems just as good as that. It's like slightly less good, but the thing is, this is a little bit harder to do, but it's all on me, whereas the other one is on the group. Warlock Gate is working for the boat strat. Warlock can gate up, gotcha. Have you found your success rate for keys are improving as the season goes on? No, definitely not improving. If I just stopped doing Karazhan, it would be improving, but...
And so brazenly set foot on my ship. Nothing will stop the iron
Need to make a video on that whole thing, to be honest.
Enjoy your death, weakling. Roga, man the machine turret.
Don't have enough days I can publish all these different videos I need to make. Okay, we'll save the weapon for when we come back. Because we'll have lust as well.
Beware. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl.
Actually, we still don't have lust. But I'll go with pop it. Ugh, this boss is so annoying. Did you see the full list of Mythic Plus instances? Nope. Oh, the full set of list. Wait, what do you mean? There's another? I'm confused. When/if Mythic Dungeon tuning pops up on beta, are you going to run some dungeons there? Not sure yet. It depends on how easy it is to find groups, because usually it's very hard to find groups on the beta. Metro, did this internet technician come to fix your internet? So far, I would say it's fixed, but we'll see, you know, the long stream. But he did come yesterday, yeah. And honestly, it was not a very pleasant experience. The guy didn't seem to listen to me at all, and I can only hope that's because he knew exactly what the issue was, and I was just confusing him, and he's just trying to block it out or something, but trying to explain to him, you know, the symptoms of the problem, and he's just like, oh, okay. It's like, yeah, that's funny, man. Don't know how I survived. Did we replace any of the cabling outside? No. What happened? I thought I read that guy. Did he replace anything? Yes. They listed every instance that has been marked Mythic Plus or something. There was 2 different SMs. That's probably... I think I did see that. It was just literally all mop dungeons, right? Like the ones we already know are coming in season 1 were not actually on the list, right? Well, we got 1 point. Yeah, that's probably not something to look at. Because from what you were describing, there was a noise feedback on the line. Yeah, that's what a few people have said at this point. What is SM? Scarlet Monastery, yeah. Alright, well that was actually a good run. We got 1 point from it. Okay, today is the 23rd. Iron dicks, socks, iron cocks. 24. Upgrade, how about that? Just had to do a 24 to get an upgrade. Get a little learning key in there. We did learn a little bit. Okay, so that is Holy Priest, Hunter, Mage, Rogue. No Warlock, the group automatically better. How about that? How about it? Hey, Marquise, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? The item to change keys is on the beta too. The item? What's that? What item? Let's see. I haven't actually looked at Wowhead yet today, I don't think. See if we missed anything. Hunter Dragonflight tier set appearance. Okay, Hunters just get everything, right? Cascades, Edge, and Thaldraszus. T testing area and good role-playing location in Dragonflight. Thanks for that post, Wowhead. Dungeon and Dragons Master creates stunning WoW-themed adventure tabletop. Okay. Engineers can save your raid with the Savior Wipe Recovery. Oh shit, what the fuck? Place a friendly mechanical construct on the ground nearby, which companions fall when... which will offer moral support as your companions fall around you. It will resurrect all party members or raid members within a reasonable distance. Oh wait, this is just the pylon. Failure detection pylon. They're bringing these back? That's going to be really good for Mythic Plus again if that's... yeah, they're talking about it here. Is it going to work in Mythic Plus though is the question. Blizzard on... oh yeah, did you see this post? Blizzard on crafting mythic item level gear using professions. Dude, this is going to be an insane expansion. Again, mark my words, guys. Just like PvP gear was the best way to gear up in Season 1 of Shadowlands, professions are going to be the best way to gear up in Season 1 of Dragonflight. So you better have a plan. You better make sure you're interested in this, because if you're not, you're going to be paying a lot of fucking money. I almost heard Iron Socks. Yeah, you did hear it. Yep. Far Out, lots of disbands. Yeah, there's a lot. It works in heroics at least. Yeah, the question will be Mythic Plus. Item to like make the key itself, so you can set what key it is and stuff. Oh, what? Oh, you mean like for the test realm? Yeah, yeah. My alt is gonna feed mail to my main. So that's a gamble. Do you think that's a gamble? Using an alt? That sounds like a good idea, but it sounds like a hell of a gamble. I'm definitely gonna be doing it on my main for sure. Oh, that's the same guy we just played with. I should have asked what key they had. Lower Karazhan, we need that real bad. You need items from Mythic Raid to craft these. If you raid, it's no point, I think. Oh, really? That's not how I read it. No, you could just get them, right? You don't need to be the one who gets them, right? I don't fully understand this whole thing, to be honest. So you will be blacksmithing and mining? Yep, definitely blacksmithing and mining, yep. Crafting quality 4 or 5 items would be hypothetically possible early in the tier. It would take the cooperation of multiple crafters to make the best profession gear, reagents, and someone specified in the item being made. Oh, it's just so fucking awesome, dude. I just love raid-based, like, when raid and professions go together. It reminds me of the super old days where you needed to have, like, things crafted for the raid group. I fucking love that. That's, like, one of my favorite things ever in WoW. It doesn't actually say anything about what you need to craft it, but I guess Primal Convergent is the thing. It needs to be a rank 3 Primal Convergent. You make a good point. It might take a lot of time on an alt. Yeah, like, for me, the thing that was wrong with alts in Shadowlands was that you needed to do the campaign on them to unlock the things you needed. So I would basically have to I basically have to play 2 mains. Like, I'd have to do the campaign on every character. I'd have to farm rep on every character. You know, it's like, nah. You want that on one character. And then the alts could be, like, if you want, you know, if you don't want to have, like, I should probably not take mining, to be honest. I should probably take blacksmithing and, like, engineering or something like that. Or jewel crafting. And then have my alts be the profession, the gathering ones. But I don't want to do that because in Mythic Plus, when you're forming groups, you have plenty of time to go around and get herbs and stuff. That's how I made all my money on this character. So I feel like it's a good idea to have it just because there's a lot of downtime while we're waiting for content to start. But the question is, like, if those dungeons are not even in the fucking expansion that you're mining in, is it going to be possible? I don't know. I used to just literally, while we were waiting for the other side groups to fill up, I would just be flying around getting hundreds of thousands of herbs a day, you know? Not that many, but thousands of herbs a day. Bring back sappers for trash packs, Blizzard. What is sappers? I hope this item will sell for a lot, so if new auction house mount come, I can afford him. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work. So raid gear will yield a higher item level gap than Mythic Plus now? Yeah, I don't know if you haven't seen, but Goblin Sappers, the engineering item. I don't know what it is. Anyway, yeah, the raid gear is going to have like 4 different delineations of item level now instead of just 2. I think it's 4. Maybe it's only 3. But there's like first 3 bosses are an item level. Next 3 bosses are another item level. Blah, blah, blah. I don't actually know how many bosses there are. People said there's only 9 or something. It's a short raid. I really wish they could just make Mythic Cross or Mythic Flexible. That would make everything so much more interesting. Okay, anyway, it's Karazhan. It's 4 levels, but the first boss is the lowest eye level only. Oh, really? Interesting. So is the lowest Mythic still higher than the highest Heroic? Or what? Why Blizzard can't make gear for Mythic Plus dungeons scale up when you're doing Mythic Plus with it? I don't know. Because that would be really weird if they did that. They can, but there's no reason to. You should want to play the whole game. If you don't like WoW, like, WoW is multiple things. You can't just expect to play only Mythic Plus and that'd be it. Even like I said, season 1 PvP, right, was the best way to gear up. So if you're only going to try to get gear from Mythic Plus in season 1 of Dragonflight, you're going to probably have to reconsider that, or just, you know, just be fine with the fact that you're going to be way behind a lot of people. I definitely need to look. That is actually awesome. Hopefully it incentivizes people more. I agree, and definitely think they need to raise the cap to level 20 dungeons minimum for Mythic. Gotcha. I like raid, but my alt does not do Mythic raid, so I'm behind. Yep, that's how alts work, dude. That's the definition of an alt. That's how the game works. I want to start setting up professions on my main, but I have no clue what I'll main in Dragonflight. Disc looks pretty tumultuous at the moment. Yeah, you know, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, I would definitely be cautious of priest. If you're a priest, if you're not like a super priest lover, I think you could probably chill on it, because honestly, they're seeming like they're getting really aggressive nerfs. And like the design philosophy for priest is not, it's not generous, let's put it that way. So I think there's a very good chance that priest is the worst healer by a mile in season 1. Just based on what I've seen. Like, they did the same thing with warrior. You remember in Shadowlands coming out of BFA? They were basically like, we need to nerf everything about warrior, and then it just became like completely, like, it was awful. You don't need to set up professions either way, though. That's, you can wait for that. I'm very excited for the pre-patch. Oh yeah, pre-patch seems like it's going to be in 4 weeks. So, this will be the last raid where only the Fated is one thing. Then there'll be this one, and this one left of season 4, and then this week here will be the pre-patch, apparently. We'll see. If not, I think that means the expansion's getting delayed or something, to be honest. We still, I'm like, when do they normally announce a date? Isn't it like usually way before where we are right now? At the end of expansion, you want your spec to be B tier so it gets buffed. Right, yeah, sort of, yeah. It varies. It's been a month before. It's been 4 months before. Oh, really? Okay. Warlock looking like the tankiest DPS in Dragonflight. Affliction's looking crazy again, right? They're looking crazy again with their self-healing. Like, if they... And they look pretty nuts in AoE, too. I mean, from what I can tell, I don't play the spec, but... It sounds like they have a bunch of cool stuff again. I was watching Dorky do 5 mans last night on all tanks. He says DK damage is miles behind other tanks. What, on Shadowlands or Dragonflight? That's good. I'll take that. That's good. I'll hear that all day. Because it's really good. So I don't know how it's miles behind. That means everybody else is overpowered. I was regularly top damage on most packs in AoE. Okay. Here we go. Demon Hunter tank damage is bonkers. Nice. DPS DK is looking tanky too. Oh yeah. Did you play a warrior in beta earlier today? No. I don't have a warrior. I haven't played a warrior yet. Probably do a leveling thing on warrior soon, maybe. I'm not really interested in running heroics. They were fun for like a couple hours, but they're too easy now that my character was geared. The thing that's really turning me off about the beta is I have to keep fucking setting up my UI every single week. It's kind of, I'm just over it. It's a lot of work, and I try to get it perfect, so.
I think it wise to divide our efforts. I'll work to circumvent the tower's magical defenses. You may need to take a more blunt force approach. This goes without saying, but be on your guard.
Oh my, see, I had the same fucking shit on again, dude. This is such a fucking joke. My life is just a joke, honestly. This is really gonna fucking suck with this dungeon. Not having the right trinkets on. When you set up your UI, if you don't check the make character specific thing, it doesn't work. From previous builds, like I've done that every build and it never works. I guess it's because they keep adding things to the menu or whatever. Like they keep adding more and more features. So it just doesn't actually save it because it's not. There's like new features being added, so they're not defined. I tried that and just turned like mad errors. You're a good boy, Metro. Why do you say that? I get it. Man, please, I'm begging you. Where's fucking Alex, dude? He's the one who always used to help me with this. I need to remember to change my trinkets after this dungeon. I'm not gonna remember. Maybe step out for a second. Oh yeah, we can actually when we die to the... Okay, that's a good option. I'll do that real quick. The second half of this dungeon is gonna be fucking insane with these shit trinkets on. I died to them. I died to that trash on a 19 when I was helping my guildmates. The fucking trash literally killed me on a 19 the other day. It's like, wow. Hey, SLB, what's up, buddy? It's funny how you were talking about priests getting nerfed on beta. Survival is horrid on beta, like real bad. Yeah, that's not uncommon, man. It's kind of weird, but it's just not uncommon. I don't know why it happens. It doesn't seem like it should happen, but that's how it goes. I've observed that trend many times over the years. It's funny because Legion Blood DK got nerfed severely, but it was still overpowered in BFA, and then they nerfed it even further, which really set them down a path that we're still struggling to recover from. Hey Valis, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Really, ever since those BFA armor changes, they have become so much less passively tanky. It's been the whole reason that Blood DK is hard now is because of those BFA armor changes. In BFA, our armor used to scale, like, I think it was like 5% or so more per bone shield or whatever it is with strength. So you just gain like way more armor by the end of an expansion than you do right now. Something like that. Is survival issues just tuning? Right, that's the difference, right? Because Priest is going to be fine tuning wise. It's just going to have shit options to play with. I don't know anything about Hunter though. Need to remember to go outside the dungeon as well.
Whether the rose of passion blooms beneath a beastly veneer. And now
I need this boss to not target me immediately here, and I don't really understand how to stop that. I don't know why it happens in the first place. I think somebody else needs to aggro the boss but me. It's on me again. So I just need to run around for fucking 8 seconds before I can attack that target. I guess that's like a good thing though, because somebody else would have to do it, right? Why does this guy have threat?
Never. I only dine with gentlemen, not a brute like you.
Bit sloppy start here. Heat wave now. Any success yet today? Yep, we got one upgrade already. Rob, what's up, buddy? How's it going? It wasn't a key we actually needed, though, really. We got 1 point from it. Good thing everybody's playing Knife, huh? The hell characters are those? Korean? Korean is so weird. Look, it's like so like it's almost like pleasing how angular everything is. It's like thick too. The letters are always thick. These guys don't know that they can clear fire.
Hope I don't spoil your appetite, dearie.
If you didn't yell all the time, I wouldn't run away.
Why do you always say that?
Oh, there you go again.
Soup spray doesn't even really need to be interrupted anymore. I guess it's mostly because it's fortified though.
It's working! It's working!
Do you have any experience with Vengeance? No, not in a long time. I haven't played Vengeance.
Yes, I'm sleeping in.
Delightful! What is it now? Get rid of it.
Okay, nobody interrupted that now. I'm dead.
Quickly now! Get rid of it.
Tyrannical, that would have been a wipe for sure. Very sloppy, but we got it. It looks fun, but I see so many pugs just instantly die on it. Gotcha. I think they have a pretty cool little playstyle right now, but I don't know anything about it. Change your trinket. Oh, thanks. I gotta remember. Somehow within the next 30 seconds I'll still forget. I don't even know where they are in my bags. The thing is, it's gonna take a few seconds to do. Hopefully it's not gonna make people think I'm quitting or something. Metro, my main dude. What's up, Jose? How's it going, buddy? I enjoy watching you coach Cop. That was an interesting new take. Yeah, no doubt. Very unique, I think.
Our dinner's together.
Okay, yeah, run out quick.
Hours in the library. Oh, Brute, I love you.
Trinket, weapon. Okay. All right. If they rock Spirit Palm, that's why you can take more armor by using the other talents. Nice.
Off to our happily
Sounds good.
ever after.
All right, we lose a little bit of time there, but not much. That is not what we want to happen right before we jump down.
The master hasn't been himself for quite some time. Perhaps